Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of mine. Today, I'm going to be showing you my G-Fest 2024 haul. So, I'm not going to bore you with a long intro, let's just get into it. Starting off, we have the Bandai Gion 1965. I like Gion as a kaiju, and I love this figure as well. So, kind of a deal breaker for me. I really love this guy, and I'm glad to have him in my collection. I also have a lot of plans for him in Kaiju Buddies, so expect Gion to enter the series at some point during Season 5. The next figure that I got is the Bandai Shoutout, and besides the Bandai Iris, I actually really think that this might be my favorite Bandai Gamera figure. Well, Gamera related figure, of course. I actually really like the red highlights on, well, sort of red, like dark red highlights on the figure, and the details are pretty nice too. And I can't really say a bad thing about this figure. I mean, besides the fact that he only has articulation at the legs, but I digress. Now, the next two figures that I got actually go together. I mean, they're not from the same brand, but they're in the same movie. That being the YMSF Mechanicong and the Bandai Gorosaurus, both from King Kong Escapes. Now, I actually got the YMSF Mechanicong with belt, with the belt. There was actually two versions at G-Fest. I decided to get the one with the belt because I thought it was cooler. And I looked everywhere for a cheap Gorosaurus. I just ended up buying one of the Gorosauruses that I could find. I actually really like these figures, and I'm glad to have them in my hands right now. And yeah, Gorosaurus is going to be in Kaiju Buddies, much like Gion, so expect him soon. And Mechanicong, I don't know where I'm going to put him, but he's going to be somewhere in the series too. But I'm glad to have these figures nonetheless. Alright, next up is from the Heisei era, which is the Godzilla 1991 coin parking delivery version. Now, this is my first ever Bandai exclusive figure. I'm not too sure if this is an exclusive, but I like to see it as an exclusive because it's not like a normal Bandai figure. Well, I mean, I do have the Mothra theater exclusive version from Godzilla Final Wars, but I like this one better. Yeah, I like this figure better. Anyways, this figure I think is probably the coolest Bandai Godzilla figure. Well, Godzilla specifically, that I have in my collection. I'm really glad to have this guy. I mean, even though he wasn't really on my list to get at G-Fest, I'm really glad that I did end up buying him. And he kind of reminds me of Super Godzilla a little bit, just without the things coming out of his shoulders and the thing on his chest. I'm not too sure what they're called. But yeah, this guy is pretty cool. I love his colorations and I love the details. Pretty cool. The next figure that I got is the Bandai Fire Rodan, and I'm actually really glad to have this figure. I've been wanting him for a while, and I really like the texture on this figure. It's pretty cool, and I love the details, like the beige on the tip of the wings and on his chest. And his face might be a bit goofy, but it's not too bad, not the worst. And although the chest spikes could have been a bit more painted, I'm really glad to have this guy, and I'm pretty sure he's the original, like the first Bandai Fire Rodan figure, because it says 1993 on the foot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm really glad to have this guy nonetheless. Really cool. The next figure that I got is the Bandai Godzilla Jr. And this thing is the most expensive figure in my haul this year, because this cost $70. And even though it was pretty expensive, I've actually been meaning to get him since last G-Fest, by the way. Even though this thing was $70, I'm really glad to have this guy. It was definitely worth the purchase. I really like the texture on this figure. He's a pretty cool design. Kind of reminds me of a T-Rex a little bit, but I mean, that's what the Heisei Godzilla is kind of based off of. So, yeah, pretty much worth the price. The trilogy is almost complete. And the next figure that I got is the Bandai Goji, or the Godzilla 2000. And besides the coin parking delivery Godzilla, this right here is the coolest Bandai Godzilla figure that I have in my collection. Well, Godzilla exclusively. I love the purple spikes. I like how sharp they look. I love the texture. I love how reptilian he is. And he has the best articulation out of any Bandai Godzilla figures, Godzilla exclusive figures that I have, besides the 1992 Bandai Godzilla. And I think I might have been converted to have Goji be my favorite Godzilla design, because I just like how cool he looks. Like, he's just so awesome. And the details are impressive too, like on his fingers and on his toes. Like, it's just amazing. And the next figure is the Bandai Gion from Godzilla Final Wars. I really love this figure. I don't know why people don't like it. The gold paint application is amazing. The detail is awesome. I love these little spikes on the knees or elbows. Tell me what you guys think those are, because I'm pretty sure these are the mutated arms from the Monster X version. I love the head designs, and there's like nothing I can really complain about this figure. It's just amazing. The next figure is the Bandai Gion, and I absolutely love the design of Gion from the Gamera Rebirth series. Like, it's probably my favorite monster design from the anime, and I really like the concept of a giant kaiju having a knife for a head, so this was a pretty cool find for me. I absolutely love this Bandai figure, and besides the Bandai Gion, might be my favorite Bandai Gamera figure. It's really cool. Now, this next figure is a pretty weird one, but I've been wanting to get this figure for a long time, since I first heard of it. And this is the Playmates Titan Evolution Godzilla. And I absolutely love how wonky and weird it is. I like how it's basically just like, well, it actually is. It's marketed as 2 figures in one. And like, can I get it open? There we go. It's super awesome. I can definitely say this is worth the price. And it's just awesome. It's so funny. It's cool. And I can just basically play with the suit of the figure and the actual plastic figure. It's just amazing. Oh, that's so cursed. Oh my goodness, I gotta fix that. But this last figure, which was made by my friend FinalZilla, is a really cool one. This is the custom FinalZilla figure. I absolutely love this thing. Like, I'm so glad that my friend FinalZilla made this for me. I'm so glad to have it, and I have it near my computer, like, at all times. Thank you, Marucci, for making this for me. I absolutely love it. I love the paint application. The face is cool. Looks like I'm bleeding out of my eye. No offense. It's just so awesome, though. I'm really glad to have it. Here we go. There it is. So awesome. But that's my entire haul for G-Fest. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm super glad to have all these figures. They're so amazing. Definitely worth the purchase. But anyways, that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.